remember that image. We all remember Bobby and the promise that was lost in the blink of an eye. But Bobby's passion, Bobby's vision lives on.
We're looking for the investigative pieces, the search behind the scenes, trying to find stories that the world doesn't know enough about, or that the people who need a champion, and that's who Robert Kennedy was.
The Robert F. Kennedy Award is about rewarding stories that are really from the heart.
The Kennedy has a special meaning, I think, especially to American photojournalists. It means that you have hit a chord in interpreting, the disadvantaged.
I was still in school, in high school in 1968, and volunteered to go door to door for Robert Kennedy in March, April, and May as he was running for the presidency. So in that idealism of youth, I was very excited about trying to change the world and make it into a better place.
I'm 10 years old and 1968, and my mother was a huge supporter of Bobby Kennedy for president. And so I followed the election along with her.
Even though I was a teenager, I went into a severe depression when Bobby Kennedy was assassinated.
And I got up and I turned the TV on and I realized something had happened to Bobby. And I had to go in and tell my mother. We were just devastated.
When I think of the values of RFK in this competition that have persisted, you can see not only the underlying principles, but there's also an agenda, a table of contents, if you will, for the issues that he campaigned on in 1968 that are still with us.
There's an old Punjabi saying, raising a daughter is like watering your neighbor's garden. And in the last 20 years, they've lost about 10 million girls to sex selection. And that they've been killed, they've been aborted. Sometimes a family will have a daughter and just leave the baby at an orphanage. To me, it wasn't really a story about abortion. It was a story about the low status of women and just the devastatingly low status of women. And I tried to tell the story the way I would tell it about my own family.
My particular story, that housing project that was taken over by drug users and drug dealers and became essentially a crack den, the city came in and changed it. To see images that express his ideals, I think he'd be extremely proud.
Bobby Kennedy believed it was very important to afflict the comfortable and comfort the afflicted. And that's what the awards have gone on to do.
I think he would be very proud of them. I think he would be very proud of them. He and his brother started a lot of the things that mean something to people in this country.
The thread that goes through me is, yes, I'm a journalist, but I'm a journalist who wants to see my work have impact and change something. And I think that's what Bobby Kennedy stood for.
Walter Lippmann once said that there can be no higher law in journalism than to tell the truth and shame the devil. And the Robert F. Kennedy Foundation rewards people who go out and do just that.